Educate your mind to kill weak habits. Audiobook. Chapter 1. The Man Who Slept Through Fire. In a quiet town in Eastern Europe, a man named Emil lived a life wrapped in comfort. His days were predictable. Wake up late, scroll for hours, work, half-heartedly, repeat. He called it peace. But beneath the surface, something was rotting. One night, a fire broke out in his apartment building. He didn't wake up. The fire brigade pulled him out just in time, the smoke already deep in his lungs. They said another 5 minutes and he'd be dead. That night didn't just nearly take his life, it exposed a truth. Emil's body had been alive, but his mind had been asleep for years. The fire hadn't started with flames. It began with habits, small, quiet choices that dulled his edge and made him forget how to fight. He realized then, his worst habit wasn't laziness, it was tolerating it. Chapter 2. The Prison with No Walls. Half a world away in Tokyo, a woman named Aya kept a journal. Every page looked the same: dreams, lists, goals, but none of them came true. She was disciplined in writing, but a master of inaction. One morning, her mentor died suddenly. In his will, he left her a sealed box and one note: "You already hold the key, but you refuse to use it." Inside the box was a mirror. Aya stared for hours. What did it mean? Slowly, she began to understand. The prison she thought she lived, in fear and security, overthinking, had no bars. It was her own reflection. Her mind had become her jailer. She burned every journal page that carried dreams she hadn't acted on. That was the day she stopped planning and started moving. Weak. Habits didn't break when she wanted more. They broke when she refused to stay the same. Chapter 3. The Voice in the Freezer Inn. A remote town in Alaska, a young man named Levi lived alone. He worked at a frozen fish plant. It was routine, numb, forgettable. His friends left for cities, chased dreams. Levi stayed. He told himself he liked the cold. One night during a storm, he got locked inside the plant's freezer room. Hours passed. It was below freezing, but Levi didn't panic. He curled up, conserving energy. Then, he heard a voice. It wasn't real, but it spoke clearly. "This is how your life ends, not with fire, but with slow, quiet frost." He survived the night, but the voice followed him. For weeks, every time he picked comfort over challenge, he heard it again. Cold is not a season. It's a choice. Levi quit the plant. He moved south. He didn't chase warmth. He chased discomfort. Every day he forced his mind to move toward the unfamiliar. The freezer didn't kill him. It woke him. Chapter 4. The Daytime Stopped. Maria was a neuroscientist obsessed with productivity. Her life was a wall of calendars, alarms, and to-do lists. She believed in control, until the accident. She was driving when a truck ran a red light. She survived, barely. But after waking up in the hospital, she noticed something strange. Her internal clock was broken. She couldn't feel time passing. Minutes felt like hours. Days vanished. Her world of structure collapsed. But in the silence, she noticed something else. She felt more alive. Every breath, every decision was sharper. Without her rigid systems, she saw the raw truth of habit. It's not built in hours or routines. It's built in intention. When time lost meaning, every action became a choice. Maria no longer lived by the clock. She lived by focus. Time didn't make her productive, attention did. Weak habits don't steal time. They steal meaning. Chapter 5. The Lie That Lived Too Long in a City Flooded with Noise, a man named Theo, became an online icon. He was the discipline guy. Woke up at 4 a.m., posted workouts, preached motivation. His followers grew by millions. But they didn't know the truth. Theo was crumbling. He had mastered the appearance of control. But at night he binged on food, escaped into games, and questioned everything. The truth came out when a hacker leaked his private journals. The world turned. Fans became critics. Everyone expected him to vanish. But he did the opposite. He admitted everything. Publicly. He said he didn't fall because he was weak, but because he faked strength. And that lie grew into a monster. From that moment on, he stopped performing. He rebuilt from zero. And for the first time, his mind became stronger than his brand. The final twist. It wasn't discipline that saved him. It was honesty. Final. Words' weak habits don't disappear because you hate them. They die when your mind refuses to feed them. Fire, cold, silence, collapse. These are not just stories. They are mirrors. You don't kill weak habits by doing more. You kill them by becoming someone they can't survive inside.